Hi everyone, I have a quick fix for you today, and that is what do you do when your stitch accidentally skips the corner when you are sewing in a rectangle. So as you can see here, when I have gone around this pocket, the stitch here has not caught on the bobbin thread underneath here. And so I've got this angled stitch at my corner instead of it coming out all the way to meet at a 90-degree angle. So I'm going to show you what I do to pull that stitch back up to that corner to give you that nice shape to your top stitching. All that you're going to need is a needle and thread in a color that matches your top stitching thread. This method that I am showing you works for top stitching where the back is going to be hidden. First thing you're going to do is just thread your needle. I like to use a needle that has a nice big eye there, but a needle that is sharp. And I've got about 20 inches of thread, but any length of thread that is going to be long enough to make a knot in is going to be just fine. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just hook that thread with that needle there, just to pull it up to the corner. So I've got the needle under the thread, and I'm going to put my needle with that thread over the top into that hole there. And you can already see that that is the shape that we want it to have. So we're going to pull that through, but do not pull your thread all the way through yet. Hold one of the sides of your thread and you can pull the other side through so that your thread is going through that hole, but that stitch is hooked there on this tail. Then thread it through the eye of your needle again. Then with that looped around that thread there, we're going to put the needle back through the same hole. And now we can pull it all the way through. And then if you take those two tails and just pull them tight, that will pull that corner up there to the top. Now you can be done here if you wish and just tie that in a knot to keep that thread secure, or you can also catch the one on the back. These threads are secure. This is just for aesthetic purposes, but I like to catch the thread on both sides. So I flip it over, and it doesn't matter which one of these you grab, just take care not to accidentally pull the tail through, because then you'll have to start over. Put the thread back through the eye of the needle, pull that around, and then pulling that back up to that top corner. I will show you again. You can see that that is pulling up to meet at that corner, and then I tie a knot, and then I can just trim that thread the same way as I would trim any other tails. You can, if you have a long tail still from your stitching, just use your tail thread, but an extra length of thread works just fine. And then you just snip that like you would any other threads. And when you flip it over, you can see that you've now got that stitch nicely tucked up in the corner where it should have been to begin with. Thanks everyone.